Welcome back. This area behind me right here, this is all full of dead cogan grass. I didn't spray it, so I'm not culpable, but it was definitely sprayed. Cogan grass is one of the worst invasive species in the entire world, and it was taking over this area back here. So it's been sprayed by someone else that is not me. So therefore I can enjoy the benefits of the evils of big ag production without actually suffering the guilt thereof. It's really quite a system. It's kind of like you're offshoring your guilt. But anyhow, it's done. It's done. I had nothing to do with it. But what I am going to do is take this area back here and put a cow in it. So in order to do that, I'm gonna clear, there's an old fence back here. We're gonna clear along it and get it opened up so we can fix the fence. And I don't have a cow yet. So if anybody wants to mail me a cow, I'll put my P.O. box below. I don't know how ethical it is. I've heard that there's some ethical issues involved with mailing chicks through the mail, but I figure a cow, they have big stomachs. They'd probably be just still full when they, I don't know, pack some grass in them. I have to put on my chainsaw pants, but I think my 7-year-old daughter was chainsawing some stuff up, and it's set like the waist. These are cool. I saw the video, and that's why I decided to get them, so I didn't. Am I on backwards? They keep your legs on in case of emergency. You know, what you have to do is put the chaps on the person next to you before putting your chaps on. When the chaps fall from the ceiling, do not, no, it's, wait a minute, do you put them on I think you put them on yourself first. And then you have to reach underneath your seat, pull out your chainsaw.
So there's a fence line running along in here that's overgrown. You can see there's a post.
So somebody should grab that.
Right in here somewhere. There's a post. There's a fence post right there. And you go down further. There's another one over there, though I don't know if you can see it. And it's all through here. Around in this area there are fence posts. So that is good. Hopefully we won't have to place any new posts. We'll see how solid they are as we start cutting. I actually see, I think there's some wires still here. So we'll see as we cut down all the trees what kind of shape it's in.
This video has been sponsored by my neighbor's John Deere. Borrow your neighbor's John Deere. It's cheaper than owning one. Dee said, I probably don't have good pasture for a cow. So my whole dream of a cow, I don't know, it lasted 36 hours. So anyhow, I said, what should we get? She said, goats. Goats will eat all this brush out here. So I think we're gonna get goats. But anyhow, we needed to fence this area in just for whatever animal happens to wander by that wants to give us milk. So, I don't know, emus or whatever other milk animals you could think of. So this area is getting cleared out. And I've been going along the fence line, and I was chainsawing, and I lost like one of the nuts that's inside of the chainsaw. So I said, well, let's just get the tractor and shove the stuff around. Clear the fence lines. This comes out to about 18,000 square feet, so it's a bit over a quarter acre right here. So if we have goats in here as a safe enclosure at night, etc., we can move them around and I don't know, goat tractor them or something. I'm supposed to go look at some goats real soon here, and we'll see. I don't know, maybe goats. Why not? I just want milk. I'm not picky, and almonds don't grow here, so I guess it's an animal we need.
You're a friendly goat. Yes, you are.
So we got two goats. Dairy goats. These are full-size dairy goats, but they're not full-size yet because they're still young. One of them she's about 7 months, and she's about 9 months. She is a Saanen Nubian cross, and she is a full Nubian. In the past, when we had goats, we had a very small space to work with, and we also had small goats. We had Nigerian dwarf goats, and our best milker gave us like a quart a day. These goats should give us a half a gallon or more, up to a gallon, possibly even more than a gallon each when they come into milk, which would be really, really good. A cow would obviously be more productive, but really, we do have pasture issues. And as I was thinking about it, I thought, you know, we've got all this brush everywhere. We have brush everywhere. We don't have a lot of nice open grass, but we do have lots and lots of scrub brush. And so I made this little temporary enclosure, and we shall see if this becomes a permanent thing, because they seem to really like it. They're doing very well in here, and it's holding up just fine. T-posts and cattle panels, and then I have some stakes hammered into the ground so they can't pull the edges up. And we can take this 16 foot by 16 foot and move it through this planned food forest area bit by bit, and they have tons to eat. They've been in here a few days already. You can see they've chewed it mostly down. So along with their rations, they're getting all this brush, and we cut some stuff and threw it in here for them. But these two girls should do well, and they're not old enough to be bred yet. A few more months. We enjoyed having goats for the most part before, except that we had such a small space, and we had the wrong fencing, and we had the wrong goats. And you know, you could see a video. There's a video of Rachel milking one of the goats, and the goat kicking the pail over way back in, I think it's 2011 or 2012 on this channel. And we're gonna do much better this time. Now we have a lot more helpers, and this girl here was a bottle baby. So when we went to buy these two, she just came out and followed us around the yard like a dog. She's really sweet. A very, very nice goat, and does not mind being handled and petted. Thinks that, she kind of thinks that she's human, I think, and wants to follow us around. So we're working on the enclosures and stuff. I gave them this big piece of conduit that we found in the woods, this big pipe, and they like to hide in there. I have to make a little better portable shelter, but for now that gets them out of the heat and the rain. They like to go and hide in it. We're just throwing it together because we did not finish that fence line. And, well, we had the opportunity, so we took it. That's just the way it goes. And I think that if this works out where they can just go through here and clear, we could probably rotate them through here and then rotate them back through again and rotate them through the woods. We've got something like 25 acres of brushy woods that they could go through. And they should be looking, probably get them bred maybe in December or so, and then we would be looking at getting milk by May, June, and a couple of baby goat kids. So I'm not an animal expert. I am a gardener, but we definitely would like to have dairy again, and we certainly have plenty of space this time. Last time we tried to raise goats, it was on 1 acre. That did not work out well at all. This time, I think we're pretty good. It's not like any neighbors are going to bother us or it's going to be annoying, and they're not going to turn the place into a desert. There's absolutely no way they could, because there's tons and tons and tons of stuff to grow back. So if we could turn weeds into milk, that's a great turnaround. And speaking of weeds, be sure to check out John Moody's new book, Winning the War on Weeds, from Good Books Publishing. He talks about running some animals. He doesn't specifically, I think, talk about goats, but he talks about using chickens and other animals to control weeds. And we're finding out that the goats do a really good job at it too. But if you want to support Good Books Publishing and the work John Moody is doing, he's a great guy, and the book is very worthwhile. Check out the link to Winning the War on Weeds below. And also, be sure to like and subscribe and follow us as we chase the goats around the yard. Catch you next time. Until then, may your thumbs always be green.